Liberty Vineyard International Ministries, perfecting the saints, edifying the body of Christ.
The family is the place where the next generation is raised. The first system, the first mountain, where we need to take charge. Where we need to take what? Charge. You are a Christian, but yet there is a demon ruling in your family. You can never be. Listen, the Bible says that if I am saved, then my household is. But we have Christians who are saved, but yet the devil is in charge over their family. The family is a very important sphere of control. All the mountains are realms where the devil takes control. And he said, if you bow to me, I'll give it to you. No wonder why unbelievers, their family looks better than believers. It was recorded that 70% of divorce comes from the church in Ghana here. 70%. Divorce, 70% is from the church. But unbelievers, man of God, they don't divorce rough. Unbelievers don't divorce rough. Why? Because the devil has given them what? The devil has given them what? He has given them that mountain. He has given that mountain charge over them. He has given to them to have rule over. The marriages of unbelievers look very interesting than the marriages of believers. A non-believer and the husband, they enjoy their marriage better than believers. A lot of believers, the family is collapsing because the devil has charge over. From today, if your family is under the charge and jurisdiction of the devil, I came here with the sword of the Lord's word. I deliver your family. The family is a place, man of God, where the next generation is raised by either a curse or a blessing. Have you heard this before? That the family that you are coming from, the family is cursed. Anyone born in that family is in the jurisdiction of curse. Genesis chapter 49, the Bible says that Jacob called his sons and said, gather ye sons of Jacob, let me declare what will happen in your future. If we don't take charge over the family, the generations after us, I fear. Gone are the days when young boys are being raised, who were raised to know God. 2 days ago, I watched something on Facebook. In fact, I nearly wept. This generation, small boys and girls in a kindergarten school, and every boy have gotten a girl, and they were all dancing like this, and the boy and the girls were giving them their butt, and they were just dancing as old as 4 years. My son came from school to the house 2 weeks ago before their vacation, and told the mother, he said, Mommy, Kofi said he will rape Hajia. We live in Kaswa. He said Kofi said he will rape Hajia. And when he was saying it, he was pushing his butt just like that. I ignored it. The second day when he came, he said, Mommy, Kofi said Hajia's kakai looks like your kakai. Quickly, I went to the school. I went to the proprietor. I said, I have charge over my family. That brings me to the second mountain, education. If Christians don't take charge over the educational sector, the education is a place of influence. It is a realm of control. Someone like me became born again in school. But now, SU is not that effective in schools anymore. Now, all the young boys that will graduate, they can't do sword drill. When we were in school, we were doing Bible quiz, sword drill. Draw your sword. Quote, I quote. This generation, education is the place where knowledge is disseminated. And the truth and the lies about God is taught. When I was in school, a science teacher said there is no God. When I was in school, I was a crazy born again Christian. No wonder why I failed SSS. I will never go to class. I'll be at Apam, the park, Iremu, Yabompaye. When you are praying, you will see Mampam. I didn't even like sitting in classroom because a lot of nonsense was being taught. The devil showed him. He said, listen, the system. Listen. The jurisdiction over the devil's influence is the world. That is why Paul said he is the God of this world. That is why you cannot even control your children when they come from school. We must take charge. We need Christians who will start schools. Unbelievers are starting school. Juju men are starting school. Unbelievers from nowhere are breaking out and establishing school. But I pray tonight, all power. In the next year, 90% in this meeting will establish their own school and disseminate. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7. He said that the fear of the Lord is the knowledge of our time. If the fear of the Lord is not disseminated in schools, knowledge, what they are learning is not knowledge. Oh, and in the they are learning awkward things. This is a very powerful realm. And the devil said, Adam, give it to me. Adam, give it to me. The third realm of influence, the third mountain, where Jesus, when he took the devil, when the devil took him into, was the mountain of government. When I was coming, I established a covenant with God. I said, by the time I leave this meeting, I need 5 members of parliament raised in this house. Only 5. Government, somebody say government or politics. It is a place where evil is entertained. It is a very powerful realm that the devil has authority over. How many of you know that now the government of this world rule by the system of this world to be against the will and the purpose of God? If there was no Obama, there wouldn't have been gayism legal. Now, 2 Kings 17 from verse 21, the Bible said that after the death of David, there was a young boy who was raised called Jeroboam. When Jeroboam became the king, he started implementing laws that will act on sin. He was sinning, and sin became the norm of the day. Government. We need a believer who is a president. Listen. The government is the easiest realm that the destinies of men and women can overrule. Government. That is why it is my prayer. It is my prayer. As God told, as the angel of the Lord, the triunity, the third one, the Lord amongst them told Abraham that 9 months from now, according to the time of man, I will visit you. It is my prayer that according to the time of man, politicians will be raised in this house. The next assembly man, I declare, must be raised in this house. If we take over and take charge over the one who is in charge, the devil is controlling politicians. Now 70% of ritual acts in Ghana here comes from the politics, and it's almost everywhere in the world. You think that I don't like politics. The opponent or whoever, do you think the one who is battling to be on top, he will just be walking free? Share. You think he'll be just walking free? But the one who is there, do you think he can drop that free? He must do something before he dies. Somebody say, I take charge. Say, I take charge. Say, I take charge. As many as received him, he gave them power. If you are here and you have already received him and you have that power, say, I take charge. Shout, I take charge. The next one is media. These are strong mountains that controls the system of the world. Man of God, when we say the world doesn't mean this. The world doesn't mean the geographical boundary. The world as a word doesn't mean what you see. It is system. In this world, if you want to be rich, you must know how to operate the system. And operating the system means you must be in the mountain. Media. Media is the place where news is released, evil or good. What happened? Spies were sent. When they came with a bad report. Do you know spies? They are journalists. Moses sent out spies to go and check the land. When they came with bad news. Media. Have you forgotten? Goliath was on another mountain. See you, when he was on the mountain, the only thing he was doing, he was taking charge over one of the mountains, the media. He was speaking. Me, in this life, you lie back. If you say I will fail, I will say you will fail better than me. In this life, any news you hear, you must turn it around.